tagged me in the same video. A young man, I came on here to talk to y'all about that, and then I'm getting off because I'm sleepy. But y'all tagged me in a young man's video. Hey, y'all think that? Now, it's some people that like to call y'all girl, right? Some ugly names, like false prophet and all that kind of stuff, right? And so I went back to our survival video. First of all, I looked a hot ass mess. I was so damn skinny. Ridiculously skinny. And now I'm ridiculously chunky. Like, God, why I can't stay in the middle? Damn, I was skinny. Moving on. Too damn skinny. That's crazy. I said, oh, CERCA. Thank God God gave me a little of my meat back. So, ooh, Brendan, listen. Auntie was looking like she might have, Anyway, moving on. That was the stress of coming out of a bad marriage. That's what a bad marriage will do to you. That. You hear me? It'll do that to you. That's what bad marriages do. Listen, don't let them people stress you out. You hear me? You hear me? Don't let them do it to you. that didn't make no sense. That was bad. But anyway, moving on. So with that, somebody sent me, a couple of y'all tagged me in that young man's video. He did sewer lid or something. Okay, hold on. Sewer lid, right? Tag me in that video. Listen. In 2022, we had several conversations about food being 2 or 3 times the price in less than 2 years. All of them, but I was just watching the survival video, right? Because I was looking for a specific thing, and I'm gonna find it, but I end up getting like 3 calls, and so then I didn't get through it. Did we not have those conversations? Did we? Huh? We did. This young man did a video, and y'all tagged me in it. He said groceries that he bought in 2021 or 2022. I think it was 2022, or whatever, or 2020, whatever it was. He went back, and you know how they say, you can rebuy it, repurchase this list. It was 47 items, and it was $147 and some change. He went back and put all that stuff in the cart just to rebuy that whole list, and it was over $400 for 47 items. For the same 47 items, it was $300 more. $300 more. Yeah. I reposted it. Somebody tagged me in it. I said, oh. It was $147 and something, or $143 and something for 43 items 2 or 3 years ago. And now those same 47 items are $400, and I didn't get the change of same exact items. I have a question. Who remembers me saying famine is not always that there's not any food? Sometimes you don't have enough money to buy all that you need for the month. Who remembers me saying that? That's a famine as well. And the portions are smaller. I said it again not too long ago too. I say it actually like every week, which is crazy. Which, as much as I say I don't like repeating stuff, certain things. Now, I went back and I probably only got to about 30 minutes, 25 minutes of the survival video, right? Guess what I kept saying? It ain't gonna be no fruit, or the food is not gonna be any good. It ain't gonna be no fruit, or the fruit, it ain't gonna be no good, or it might not be nothing in the store. Did we have exploding watermelons in 2022? We started seeing exploding watermelons at the if it was in 22, it was at the end of 22, but mainly in 2023 is when we started to see fruit that was exploding, that the meat, it was just real crazy. Not saying it wasn't happening, but it was definitely not publicized, and we weren't able to bin watermelons in 2022. We couldn't do that. We didn't have salsa that had electricity going through it in 2022. We didn't have bananas that you could completely bend and bend back in 2022. We didn't have avocados that you could completely bend back and forth in 2022. So when I kept saying there's not going to be any food in the store, does that apply to right now? Two years later? And the food that is not food is 3 times the price of what real food was 2 years ago. I've been replaying that part of the video over and over in my head since I've been realizing everything is coming to pass. Y'all know I don't go back and watch, but I said I'm gonna watch that video all the way through. And it makes me cringe seeing myself, because now I see why y'all be looking at me crazy, because I look crazy, but it don't look crazy like that to me when I'm over here saying it. But I be all in it. I be looking like a crazed, deranged person. It's okay, y'all still stayed over here. So even with all that craziness, I see why y'all said I didn't calm down, because I was on go at every moment back then. I done got old and sore. I can't do all of that now. But Lord Jesus, calm down, CERCA. Calm down. I was aggressive. Now I just roll my eyes and be like, block. I don't even have time. I was aggressive. I was used to arguing with people. You hear me? I was used to fighting my case. But now, I don't give a damn. You disagree, that's fine. I was passionate. I was. You could say that I was passionate and was and is still. Now, Queen, you said and what? You know what? This is me pinching your arm. She gonna say and was. And was. Is that why you left and came back though? That's why you still over here. Now you my whole other side. She my left side. You was whooping on his, and I was nervous. Listen, I'm proud of me too. I have calmed down a lot. I have calmed down. So now I still go to 100, but it take me a lot longer to get to 100 now, for the most part, unless somebody in here being real crazy, and then I'll just be like, whatever. That was bad. God, that's why I don't go back and watch those. Yes, you had me rolling eyes. Nuh-uh. So I did. Hilarious. I don't know who this lady thinks she is. Get your head out your shoulders. That's what I'm gonna start saying every time you give me this side out. I'm gonna say, get your head out your shoulders, head and shoulders. Get it on now. Get your head out your shoulders. Get them on out your shoulders. Come on back up, turtle, turtle. Get them out. Get them out of there. And come on. Abuse me and set me free. Hilarious. Get them on out of there. Just get it out. I love y'all too. This why, but for real, all jokes aside, family. What are the odds that we all came together? What are the odds that 2 years before? What are the odds? A lot of us had just got on TikTok because I told y'all I thought TikTok was the stupidest thing on the planet. And for 4 years or so, my kids had been trying to get my sister. I had just came back from a vacation with my sister down in Florida. And I said, girl, I'm not doing no TikToks with you. She said, I ain't going to post them. I said, well, fine. The dance something. And I said, I'm not about to be doing all this. This is not funny to me. I'm not doing it. Me too. My daughter had made me an account. Girl, listen. I said, and my daughter, my youngest, had been telling me for years, you need TikTok, Mom. You need TikTok. There's weirdos over there. You need TikTok. I said, I don't. That's why I'm not going over there. That's why I'm not going over there, because you said it's weirdos. And I don't have to. I deal with enough of them on my other social media. No. And then I came over here because I got blocked from the other ones that I had. And I ain't never went back. I've been over here ever since. Ain't that something? Matter of fact, I work on the very place that I said was the stupidest thing on the planet. Be careful saying what you won't do. That what was so ironic. I had TikTok for 3 years, never went on there, and once I opened it, you were there, and we've been family ever since. That's why you shouldn't open up to strangers. You never know what'll happen. Ask my baby daddies. You never know what'll happen. Now, I'm just playing. That was not a good joke, but it was good to me because they are strangers now. Don't open up to strangers because you be hooked on them, boy. They just come over around and just stay around. Just don't never leave. Right. Just don't open up to strangers because sometimes they don't go nowhere. They just stay around. Then you be stuck with them for life. Mad at yourself. Look at you. Just mad. I don't even know why I like you. I just like you. I don't want to like you. Remember I told you, I said people like me and they be trying to tell themselves, oh, hey, Toe, they be trying to tell themselves they don't like me. You said, now you know you stuck to me like glue. Right. Right. But you see, you live the exact experience I go through all the time. You hear me? People, they'll meet me and they be like, oh, she all right. And then they don't like me. And then they come back and they like me. And I just be like, oh, you had to. Oh, okay. So then I don't be knowing how to feel sometimes. You hear me? Because should I take you back? Should I let you back into my circle? Because you went away. So what happened? Why you end up back over here? And I'm not just saying to you, this is in my real life. You hear me? You said my life, that part. That part. So anyway, Nanny McPhee, we need you. You remembered, Isabel. So now that y'all been over here, do y'all feel like y'all been Nanny McPhee? Who feel like they been Nanny McPhee? Anybody feel like they've been Nanny McPhee? When you want me but do not need me, I must go. But when you need me and do not want me, I must stay. I told y'all, it's a real thing. When you don't want to hear what I got to say, I got to say it. But now that you love me, I got to go, nigga. I'm shaking the spot. You said you sure did. Listen, me. Listen, thought you was crazy. Then I actually listened to you. Been here for months. Started buying books. Come on. You been Nanny McPhee and didn't even know it. Look at you. Mm-hmm. And guess what? You all have been Nanny McPhee and other people, which is pretty cool. Now you guys have turned into Nanny McPhee. There were people that wouldn't listen to you, and now they call you for all types of advice. They ask you what to get. They ask you where they're supposed to go. They're looking to you for the information now. My mother and daughter got the links for the classes. Come on in. Come on in. Ain't that crazy? Now y'all Nanny McPhee and people. They didn't want to hear you at first. They didn't want to listen, but they went away. Some things happened, and guess what? Now they calling you or inboxing you or sneaking on your page and looking at what you post so that they know what to go get. Whether they tell you or not. Nanny McPhee, it's a movie. Who's crazy now? Ooh, do y'all say that a lot? Who say that? Who's crazy now? Even if you don't say it to the people, do you think it? Wow. 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 The biggest thing I've noticed is my church people really don't know a quarter of what I've learned. Uh-oh, Miss Ann. Shh. They said, oh, we never heard or knew that. That's what that made me feel when you say that. That's how I feel. Ah! That's exactly how that made me feel. Me, CERCA, king of the jungle. Like, what? No, me. Like, listen here. You said, well, now let me teach you something. Because you're walking around in this wilderness about to get ate up by a snake. You have to get, all of that is coming your way. Whoa, don't step right there. You don't need to do that. That's how I be feeling. In real life. Let me walk you through this jungle because I've been out here for a minute. I've been outside. So you used to civilization. You used to civilized religion, but civilized religion is not supernatural religion. Y'all getting me? Civilized religion is not supernatural religion. And your Denzel Washington voice, King Kong, ain't got nothing on that. I'm trying to tell you, listen. They would call this uncivilized. But you know what we've been able to do? We've been able to not be so spiritual that we're no earthly good. Which means we've been able to draw in witches and warlocks, Buddhists, people from all different walks of life, and now they're studying the Word of God. With civilized religion, we wouldn't have been able to do that. We had to come out here with the wildlings. And when you with the wildlings, you got to speak the language. Y'all ever seen Donnie from the Wild Thornberries? Anybody ever watched the Wild Thornberries and seen Donnie? Okay. He was better in the wild, wasn't he? Oh, okay. They tried to make him civilized, but that nigga be in a suit hanging on the. Okay. Okay. We out here with Donnie people. We got to understand. We have to work with him. But to work with him. I can't just come in here slapping people with no Bible and doing all that crazy stuff. So there were a lot of people that didn't understand. Yes, the wild thornberries. Listen. So with that, right? My son's on the spectrum. He's nonverbal, but I swear he speaks whatever Donnie speaks. You are crazy, Nina! She said my son on the spectrum, he's nonverbal, but I swear he speaks whatever language Donnie speaks. Hilarious. Hilarious. She said, look, I don't know, but I'm telling you, him and Donnie, they can communicate. He speaks the same language he speaks. And guess what? Where you think they got it from? Listen, where you think they got it from? Somebody else. You said, I know exactly what you talk about. Mm-hmm. But you got to think about it. Most little kid gibberish sound like that. They didn't have a little cousin or something, and they, you'd be like, for real, yeah. Because I talked to them like I understood what they said still. You got to think, my grandbabies is at that age, so you might get one good word out. The rest of it is Donnie speaking. It is. And I just be like, And so then what happened? And then what else? Oh, shoot, I hear you. I don't know what the heck you just said, but we going to keep on talking and tell you, what I'm going to do. What? You talking to me, so I'm going to talk to you. It don't matter if I can understand what you're saying. It's still communication, and over time, whatever it is, you know. Yeah. You know he can communicate with you. Facts. That's how I talk to Rika granddaughter. Listen. And she just said, right, that's how my G baby be talking down. Look, y'all said it at the same time. Y'all literally typed it at the same time. Too funny. She said, that's how I be talking to Rika grandbaby. And you had already said, right, my G baby be talking it down. Don't be doing what they said. Mom was doing it today. Mom was doing it today. It's a real thing. I'm going to talk to you until you talk to me. And talk, communicate, should I say. Not necessarily talk, but you can communicate. And that baby be telling his mama what he want. And that's just it. You know what he mean when he say what he mean. So it don't matter if nobody else can understand it. You know. And that's communication. Yeah. Yep. But I told y'all, my nonverbal mommies and daddies, before I even knew that autism was a thing, I had a little cousin. And she was 2 and she didn't talk. And she would do the gibberish kind of thing. And I promise y'all, I started praying. I would get her. I was only 20, 21. I would get her my oil because I babysit her and her sister. And I would get my oil, and I would just touch her lips. And I would say the spirit, well, it was a different name, and I don't want to be offensive. But in the church, we called it a DD spirit. And if you know what I'm saying. Now it's nonverbal, but they called it a D&D spirit. So then I would just speak to that baby's mouth. I would just take a little bit of oil and touch her mouth. And I would pray over her mouth. And I would say, God, thank you for allowing her to speak words. And it was something her mom had a concern too. You know what I'm saying? And every day I would just touch this baby's mouth with a little bit of oil. And I would say, God, remove this and this and this. And do you know that baby started talking? Her mom cried. Her mom, she said, oh my God, baby! She started talking. She started talking. That's the faith of it all. God said if your faith can move a mountain, it don't matter what the doctors say. What do you believe? I'm for real. Sometimes that's the challenge. Do you believe God over the doctors? Most times that's the challenge. And we'll just take what they say. No, okay, well, they might not be verbal right now. That don't mean that's going to be forever. I'm not receiving none of that. If I'm not mistaken, they needed a story in the Bible about somebody's tongue was clipped or something and God touched their mouth or some one of these stories we didn't read and he clipped the thing under their tongue or whatever and the person started to speak. Some stories, something recent to, I mean, in reference to that, it was a story in the Bible about that or in our OTP. And I can't remember where, but I know it was something in reference to the string under the tongue being whatever and God loosed it or touched them or whatever it was and the person was able to speak. That part. Persico Poppy, that part. Your doubt should be the size, right, should be small. Right. Oh, that's good. Just as your faith is the size of a mustard seed, so should your doubt be. Hey, exactly. Your doubt in God should not be. You need to make God. When they say when you make God bigger than a situation, it's a real thing, and He come on and do what He do. But as long as that situation, you said I learned. Listen, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. You learned it from someone else. It's okay. And you done sold into a whole bunch of people's lives. But guess what? You're right. I tell people all the time, stop making the problem bigger than God. Yeah. Stop making the problem bigger than God. He's bigger than your problem. Ever since I stopped his seizure meds, he's getting normal, more himself. My nephew, Isabel? Are you serious? Let me make sure I read this right. That's how I am with my son. He's talking a lot more. Ever since I stopped his seizure meds, he's getting normal, more himself. Did y'all hear that? He's talking and answering me. Girl. And how long have they been saying he was nonverbal or whatever it was? Or Isabel, how long you been here? And how is y'all listening to this? 12 years. And you've been here 2 years. So you got here when he was 10? Two years and he just turned 12. Oh, okay. So for 10 years. Come. I told you when you put your prayer and your faith and your belief in God over the doctor's word, he will do miracles. I'm trying to tell you. You said he answering you and oh, okay. That's what, yeah, because that's what my daddy do. He worked miracles around this piece. Yeah. I like to hear it. I'm so in awe right now. I'm speechless. That's what I am. Because I know how my daddy can do. I'm trying to tell you. I can only tell you what I know works. You hear me? So you realize you just gave some mamas in here some hope, right? You said, who cutting onions? Listen. No more seizure meds for me. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You said my dad gonna keep coming through. Folks have been healed from cancer. Their eyes ain't been healed. Listen. And we outside. You said no more MS. Are you serious? No more multiple sclerosis? Are you serious? Yes, man, I give him CBD oil and rebuking the three-headed dragon. And he just started to talk. You mean you pray against the spirit that makes babies not be able to hear and or speak, and this baby is speaking? He's becoming more normal? You mean the demon that attaches on to babies when they newborn? So for 10 years, just maybe this spirit been sitting in front of your baby mouth. And once you learned what spirit it was, he didn't need the medicine anymore. You start praying in the spirit and that baby's mouth is opening up. Interesting. Once you took him off the spells, is y'all understanding? Okay. And y'all wonder why I won't go back over there. Now y'all understand why I won't go back over there. Y'all understand why I can't go back over there. I done seen too many miracles with God. Do you understand? He has opened wombs that the doctor said would never open. He has opened eyes where a young lady had to be this close up to the screen when we started. She couldn't even see me, was in here for months. Went and had a surgery. And she said, Auntie, I could see you. And you fine, Auntie. I have watched miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle after, I don't care if it's finances, a place to live, a car, a couch, healing for these babies, healing for somebody, mama, daddy, cousin, sister, found the baby. We didn't have all kind of problems come in here, and we have also watched God do miracles day in and day out. And sometimes it's while we're speaking about it that the miracle happens. Do you hear me? God has not stopped showing up in the midst of the WOIU meetings yet. He's still blowing our minds every day. I'm Isabel. You don't even know, girl. It takes a lot to render your TT's speechless, baby, and I am. I am in awe of God and how that made me want to cry in real life because God is so big. That's crazy. It's not crazy. It's supernatural. It's amazing. There's no words. That's Listen, there is nothing. You said I told you someone is cutting onions. Listen, because y'all, the beautiful things that God has done here over the period of 2 years that we've been here, it's mind blowing. And none of us knew this was going to happen. But there are so many lives that have been changed because you are not scared to tell what you're going through. And then you're not scared to tell how God changed it. And so now other people have been blessed by your testimony because you weren't ashamed to say what situation you were in. You did the research to find out. Now you know what to pray. And God is moving. You said my whole life changed. Y'all changed my life too. God changed all of our lives. And that's why like I said, no matter how tight I get, no matter how crazy it be, I come back because I've seen the power of God in this place. And it does something to me every time he come in our life and move, no matter who it is. He has done some amazing things here. I just got happy to me too. I'm happy to be a part of it as well. I'm happy to be a part of it. Even for the people that ain't here no more. They got their blessing and went on and they doing something else. I'm grateful. 27 days clean from paying meds. Oh! 27 days clean from pain meds. Happy to be growing my own food. All bills paid. Thank you, Dad. And you want to go back to the other life? Why? Right. God can do whatever you ask. Thank you, God. I'm happy. We happy you still here, Felicia. He is very real. I'm trying to tell you. And y'all want to go back to another life? Well, fine, go back over there. I'm not going over there. I don't want that. I like this right here. I like this. I like this. I like getting on here every single day and we get to see somebody's life has changed and God has showed up and showed out, which gives another person that might not have believed it or might be going through, then they get some strength and they get some faith and their faith grows. Every time you hear that God is doing something for somebody, you see what I'm saying? Wait a minute, hold on. I seen the P word over here. You said you will know God's prophet when everything they say comes to pass because the Father is really speaking to them. You are a blessing. Thank you so much. He shows up and shows out every time and do. And do. Yeah, you hear me? My daughter told me her friend had cancer, so I prayed over the earth and I told her to take it. She came back and said the cancer was gone. Come on now. Come on. No more walker. I feel amazing. Jamila, you was on a walker? Are you serious? Testimony service. Testimony service. Listen here. Come on in then. Well, come on in. Oh my God. Yeah, Queen said she doing her praise room. Ah! Come on through there. Oh my God. At 58, my whole family threw me away and circle God and this family picked me up, girl. God picked you up first. He picked you up and sent you over here. Doctors can't get over it. No more high blood pressure. 38 meds gone. Doctors don't understand why you ain't on a walker. I'm able to smile again after losing my son, AJ, and I never thought I'd be okay. Come on. I'm just saying. Why would you want to go any? Listen, baby, why would you want to be faking with God when you can be real and He can move mountains and medicines and sickness and stress? Girl, listen, I bet you I don't. They can have that life over there. That's crazy. It's not crazy. It is. God is right. Come on, y'all. Queen said no more MS medicine. No more 38 pills. My nephew is speaking. And I can wear heels. Life is so fantastic. I feel good. Oh, you get to step pretty now, huh? Exo. She said, oh, yeah. Oh, and the bonus is I get to wear my heels again. Okay. How you go from a walker, 38 pills, to now you stepping on your own and in heels? Please. Listen. Listen, and you want to go back to faking and shaking or whatever? I don't want any parts of it. If it ain't real, I don't want it. If it ain't valuable, I don't want it. I don't mean expensive, valuable. I told y'all, these two books right here, valuable. My doctor's eyes almost popped out her head. I bet she did. I bet both of them. Like Beetlejuice. Ooh wee. Wait a minute, what I miss? Oh, I love. Listen. We love you too. It's a real thing out here. I'm literally in tears because 27 days clean is so personal to me. I'm still struggling. That's all right. God had you here today for a reason. Cause then you gonna be able to come and tell us. Oh, don't worry about it. You was here. Listen, that's why we here together. We overcome by the word of our testimony. You hear me? Mm. At the age of 14 in 2004, I was literally on my deathbed. 48 hours to live. Wow. Now that's personal to me because I've told the story here about the doctors giving me 24 at 14. And my auntie had to sign me in under as her daughter. And because my mama had cut off my insurance. So, oh yeah, now you going to hit me in the throat for real? Because I know that. Death came and sat at my feet, baby. So I know you're not lying. That I know. And I prayed and said, God, not right now. When I got to the doctor, they told my auntie, it's a good thing you brought her in here because if she would have made it another 24 hours, she would have died. So, yep, I know that. I do. I've told the story. It's in one of them videos on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Someone was playing with my feet and I woke up and it was a shadow there and I knew it was death and I couldn't move. I was so sick Tears was running down my face, and I just started praying, God, please, not right now. Got up, barely crawled to the bathroom. I was like, I need to go to the doctor, y'all. They dropped me off at the hospital. Went in there. My auntie assigned me under her daughter because at the time I didn't have no insurance. My mama wasn't living in the state. Boom. They told my auntie, yep, if y'all, her immune system was about to shut down in 24 hours. She would have been out of here at 14. So I know. I believe it. Yeah. 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 It's a real thing, family. God can work miracles. And if you don't tell other people about the miracles that He's worked and what you're struggling with, how can you get help? Now you got that many people praying for you, Michael. Everybody put Michael's name in a prayer box tonight. Thank you. Because we're going to see some more miracles. This ain't all God got. It's way more. And there's plenty of people in here that maybe never even talked in class. But there's miracles that have happened in your life too. You don't gotta be vocal. It's okay. Cause you might not tell them here. You might be telling them at your job. God's gonna make some people for you to run into too. You hear me? Miracle signs and wonders. I'm trying to tell you, when my daddy shows up, honey, life changes. It is not the same. And I'm gonna go back. Okay, you know what? We might as well do it. Is it 9 o'clock? All right, y'all gonna have to come over here. Cause y'all know I gotta put y'all on mute. I'm gonna show y'all the song, but y'all gotta come over here. Y'all ready? We gonna do it. This one, y'all. I told you, I said, if you try this over here, you ain't gonna go back. You will not want to go back to that other life, babe. I won't go back. You can't force me into going back to being a miserable Christian. Not when I can have a real relationship. You can't force me into religion when I know what relationship feel like. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi, TT baby. You can't. My relationship with God don't gotta look like what you want it to look like. It just need to be real. That's it. That's all. And now, guess what you have? Guess what you have? You got a real relationship with God, and that's why you're seeing results. He said he came in asking if we had a party. Ain't it time for your bedtime? No, I'm just playing. Hi, TT baby. Listen, I can't go back. And even if you struggling today, you remember Auntie telling the story about people used to be laughing at me when I used to be in the strip club with my Bible. I said I'm not always gonna be in here. Now I might be in here tomorrow. I might be in here next week. But I'm not gonna be here forever. This ain't my life. And so while I'm in here, I'm gonna get all the knowledge that I can. And it ain't look like I never had a job. I worked in corporate America before I ever danced in a club. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? But you got to call those things that you want to see. Okay, so you might be struggling today, but that might not be the thing in just a month. That might not be the thing next week. You hear me? Just keep saying, it don't matter where I'm at right now. I'm not always going to be here. I'm not always going to be right here. This is not always where you see me now. I'm not staying right here. I don't care what you see me doing today. This won't be me in 5 years. This won't be me in 2 years. This won't be me. I'm telling you. And it wasn't. My situation was out because I spoke to my situation and said, no, I'm not living like this no more. I don't want this. And it didn't come overnight. Sometimes it did. Sometimes God will move it like that. And then I'll be like, wait, I wasn't that ready. Wait, hold on. That's my comfort blanket. You heard me? He said, no, I just need to go and do this and get this on out your way. But understand, you hear me? Hey, baby, all you got to do is say, I'm not going to be, it don't matter what I did today. I bet you my tomorrow is going to be better than it was today. And it don't matter what my situation look like. It ain't going to always be like this. And once you look at life like that, it don't matter what you're going through right now. You just know it ain't always going to be like this. No matter what I see. People be like, girl, you got pipe dreams. And them pipe dreams all came true. As a matter of fact, the pipeline was full. So much so that I had to have other people come help me carry the oil that was running through the pipeline. Sure was. I was playing connect the pipe. You ever see like that? You gotta connect the pipes of your so that the water can get from outside at the well to your house. What you saw me doing, trying to figure out how it worked. It was me trying to get the system the way it needed to be. So once the water and the stuff started flowing, wasn't no clogs, boo. Just straight water, straight oil, straight whatever it is, just coming straight down the pipeline. You hear me? So I sure do got some pipe dreams and do. Because you need a pipe to funnel the water where it needs to go. You need a pipe to funnel the gas. You need a pipe to funnel those things. So guess what? You right, I sure do got pipe dreams. And things flow through pipes. And they flow well if they're connected well and if they were constructed well. And so that takes time. Interesting. Sure do. And now my pipes is flowing and they got plenty of oil and water in them. And now you mad because you was too busy watching me build my pipes instead of doing your own. You said cup running over and drinking from the saucer. Come on, and is. It is. So you mad because you said I had pipe dreams and now it's stuff flowing through my pipes and now you mad trying to put a block in it. Ain't that something? Matter of fact, can you come help me carry this bucket? Because it's still running out. I don't even got enough stuff, the buckets to put it in. You got some free hands. You're sitting here watching. How about you be of help? Help me carry this water to the house. Guess you should have had a pipe dream too, so some of this could have funneled over your way instead of watching me and telling me how wrong I'm building my pipes up, my irrigation system, my water system. You so worried about my water system that you didn't even have time to build your own. But now, so can you come help me carry mine since you ain't got one? Because this stuff heavy. I can't do it all by myself. Even though I had to build it by myself, I can't carry the water by myself. Ooh, it's too much. Rain down on me. Rain, rain. If it's too much rain, baby, you got to get something else to collect the water. And I have a whole bunch of it. Thank you. But I already had my system set up so that the water that fell could be funneled to where it needed to be. Oh. So I didn't only water my yard. Actually, I've been watering your garden too. It's just underground. See, so while you was too busy looking at what I had over the ground, you didn't know that I dug a pipe while you was asleep, covered it up, and through your fence, I've been secretly watering your garden too. Because I had enough. I thought of you. While you was trying to put a blockage, you didn't know that the reason your garden is growing so good, because I've been sneaking and watering it for you. Why you trying to stop my water? Why you trying to call the city on me and get my stuff talking about how raunchy it look? You don't know that the water that's been flowing through my yard is watering your yard too. In real life. It be some people that be trying to stop your blessings that don't know that you're going to be the person that's supposed to bless them later. Sometimes you cut off your own blessings trying to hate on other people. Because it don't matter what they look like that now. 10 years from now, they might not be that person. And you might be in a situation that they in right now. And they got to come to your door and ask. You got to go to their door and ask, how did you treat them when they didn't have? Don't be trying to cut off nobody else's water supply. I promise you. Because you'll be begging for the same water you try to stop somebody else from getting. Take that however it is to your life. You said that's why that person seems so familiar, but you can't remember how you know them. Listen. Tables do turn. Yes, they do. Fast. Phew. Like a lazy Susan. And if you spin it too fast, everything flying off. World News said they're closing all the Walgreens. Mm-hmm. Mail order override for your medicine. That's what we was talking about, India. Prior to all of this and all the miracles that God's been doing, they closing 6,000 of them. They're closing all a lot of the fast food restaurants too, and restaurants. Can I ask a question? They closing all kinds of restaurants. A lot of them Hardee's. They're closing a lot of and recalling everything. So y'all remember me saying this time around all them fast food restaurants and stuff wasn't gonna be open, and the stores wasn't gonna be open, and it ain't gonna be no CVS. So you need to get peroxide and alcohol and ointments and all that stuff because these stores are not gonna be here. Most steak and shakes and STL done closed down. Michael, are you in St. Louis? In Georgia too? Interesting. You wanna bring me some rice? Look at Granny Circa talking about she need like, well, hold on. So do you be on Goodfella anywhere? Cause got that rice down there? Huh? You know the little building that sit on the corner? I want to say this side of Goodfella. You stay on Goodfella. Ooh! Look at God! Look at God! Look at God! Look at God! Ah, shoot. Yes. And they do. That's crazy. So, I need a large order. Not today, but I'm going to tell you when. And then I'll meet you. I need a large order of chicken fried rice, $2 extra chicken, $3 extra onions, and about 8 red peppers. I need a 6-pack of wings and an orange pop. And see, I know they put the pop down in the brown bag and put the napkins underneath there. Is it still kind of grungy on the inside? That's how you know the food gonna be good, if it's a little dirty when you walk in the door. Ain't no chairs on nothing. You can't sit down in there. They don't even. Okay, good. Yep, they don't even got no chairs for you to wait. You got to stand up. You said greedy. Girl, I need $2 worth of chicken. I might do $3 worth of chicken and then $3 worth of extra onions. Ooh, girl, listen here. Oh, shoot. Look at God. He said, I stay on Goodfella. God, you said what now? That's my favorite rice place. Ooh, look at the Lord. Nigga, I done got happy because I'm happy. Because, listen here, baby. The first 40 pounds I gained in Missouri, I gained it from that place. And Hoonans on West Florissant. Yep. Ooh. It's so good. It is. It's so good. And you know it. Listen, it even be good the next day. See, and I figured out how to warm they rice up. You got to put it in the oven, put it in the fall, put you some water in there, baby. Listen here. I can see the grease on the bag now from they chicken wings. It's all on the bottom. I can see all the grease on the bottom of it. See, they chicken wings so good. You eat that extra leg, that little fin part. You will bust they chicken wings down. You gonna eat all that skin off of it, and then you know how like on the wing part, the little part that's like right here, like our bone. I didn't never used to eat that until I moved to Missouri. Yes, Lord, it's so crunchy. Listen, I eat that part in the middle. When I'm talking about my whole life until I moved to Missouri, I never ate that little part of the bone, that end, that wing part that sometimes had a wing little things on it because I didn't pluck it all the way. Baby, that little part right there with the little 2 bones in it, baby, I will listen. You said that is big back activity. Baby, I didn't have it until I moved to Missouri, baby. Listen here. The first time I moved to Missouri, I weighed like 100 and probably 15, 20 pounds. Probably about the same weight I was. Baby, by the time I had been here 6 months, listen, you didn't even pick. My friend said, you swallowed my friend. Where is she at? Who is this lady? I said, you can't be eating stuff like beer chicken and all of the, listen, honey, one thing I can say about most of I ain't going to say all, but the people that I knew in St. Louis, I didn't meet none that couldn't cook. Or everybody used to throw down. I used to be so happy. And see, they do things like they have food all day long out. Like they might have made fried potatoes and eggs and sausage. And so then it's in the middle of the stove on a napkin. Or if you go at dinner time, it's always food. And then they parties. If you ain't never been to a St. Louis house party, baby, or a St. Louis family get together, you are losing out. There is tables and tables and tables and tables of food. Now they say you gotta feed your liquor, so you can't just come in drinking. You gotta eat at least a full plate of food. Baby, listen. This is my type of place. If you can meet the right people, this is my type of place. I'm trying to tell you. Because, baby, you, listen, the food. I think that's why I came back. Because of the food. Look how I done got all happy. I done started sweating and stuff. Let me stop thinking. Ooh-wee, yeah. Yeah. I'm so happy on the inside. I am so happy on the inside. What was we talking about? We was talking about something completely different. I didn't forgot what we was talking. What was we? We was talking about the end of the world, wasn't we? That knocked all that out the window. Yeah. Listen, I didn't forgot all about whatever the world was in it. Wait a minute, you live on Goodfellow. You said you do now. Hold on. Baby, because, ooh. That's why I can't get my back to go down now. And myself, I ordered 2 large orders of rice. And you got to think how much rice. It be busting out the top. A large order of rice can feed a family. And I ordered 2 for myself. CERCA, you know all the good food spots. And do. In every city that I go to, I know where to go eat. If I don't know nothing else, I know where to listen. And I'm not talking about churches. I'm talking about the places to go get the food from. I know. I'm going to know where that food is at. Listen. Nephew, I will give me 2 large orders of rice. And I'm going to eat 3/4 of one today. I'm going to eat 1 for breakfast tomorrow. And then I'm going to eat a half of that one for lunch. I'm having 2 wings. It's a whole system I got. And it don't let me get no egg rolls because I order 8 egg rolls for myself. But with they rice, you do get hungry again. You do. It just goes straight through you, and then you got to go eat some more. They rice is the kind of rice you being ate a full plate. Yeah. And then you going to go to the bathroom, and you'll go fill that plate of rice right back up. Wings and all. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, I done got so happy. It's okay. It's okay. I like food a lot. Like a lot. You said you definitely will. That's facts. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. I do got a big bag. And do. I just looked at that video from when I was about this. I don't even want to talk about it. That's bad. I should not have been on here looking like that. And y'all didn't even care. Y'all just that's how I know we really family. Because y'all did not tell me how crazy I was looking on here. That's why I'm going to go back and watch those videos from the beginning of this. Because if I would have went back and watched those videos, we probably would not have been doing these videos still. I don't go back and look and see how I look, but I did today, and I said, now, CERCA, this is worldwide. This is worldwide. People all over the country and all over the world have seen you looking a hot ass mess. You said if you have a big board, I have a surfboard. No, I'm just saying. That's why I'm going back and watch them because I wouldn't have got back on here. Y'all better be happy. I was like, nope, I'm not going. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth. Y'all want a lie or y'all want the truth? If I would have went back and looked, I would not have been on here. Nope. I would have waited till I gained about 15 pounds, and then I'd have came back. I did not know that's how y'all had me looking over there. Y'all foul as hell. I thought we was family. You said you were gray to glowing. Yeah, I was really gray. My skin was definitely different. I was going through it. I was processing all of that craziness out. I was detoxing from the toxic relationship. And detoxing from toxic relationships take time. Who understands that? And that could be a toxic friendship. You might not even know you in a toxic friendship. I was purging. Yeah, it was cool. I'm grateful though. I wouldn't take back nothing I've been through. I would not take back nothing I've been through, y'all. Because if I wouldn't have, this would not feel so good. And I'm not talking about YouTube and all of that. I'm talking about seeing the blessings and watching y'all grow in different spiritual areas of your life and even mental and physical areas. You see what I'm saying? This will not feel the same. If I know the tears y'all cry for whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I cried a lot of them too. That's why we meshed together. Listen, thank you so much. I appreciate you. But you know what? Think about this, family. You know, y'all testimonies bless me. And y'all feel like my testimonies bless y'all. So we literally, us telling our life story, right? And what we made it through. Not living in trauma. Do y'all feel like we live in trauma now? Because we talk about our trauma, but it's not the same as living in it and rehearsing it. And we're healing from it. We're getting it up and out, like phlegm. Phlegm has to come up and go through here, and it got to go through your tongue, but you got to get it out. Because if it stays in your chest, it could cause problems, right? So you're going to have to cough it up. You're going to have to deal with it. But once you get it out, it's out. You hear me? You said, but going through hella tests. Experiences, you're going through a whole bunch of experiences. Q, you're going through a whole bunch of experiences. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It takes years to purge from a toxic relationship. Sometimes mentally, you still struggle daily. Yep, but God can do it tomorrow. You can't fail your experiences. You're just learning. I don't got no tests. I don't got no tests. I got experiences. I either learn what to do or what not to do. Then you don't feel like you failed. Right? Because you really can never fail if God is helping you. In a sense. You know what I'm saying? You can fail yourself and disappoint yourself, but if God has a goal, he said, even the things that are bad, I'm going to turn around and use them for your good. So do you really fail? If God is going to take the negative things of your life and turn it around for your good, how can you fail if it's always going to turn out for your good? You don't. There's no pass or fail. He said, because even if it's bad, I'm still going to turn it around for your good. So, oh no, these are just experiences. And I just need to learn what I'm supposed to learn. And then that's it. Because when you look at it like a test and you mess up, then you beating yourself up. No. No. Okay, so I know the next time that person called or the next time this situation is presented to me, I have to learn to say no. You didn't fail. You just learned what triggers you so that you don't go back to it. Listen. Listen. You hear me? So if you fall, or what they call fall, you be all beating yourself up, and the devil wants you to be sad, and yeah, you disappointed God. And God said, hey, it's okay. This same situation is going to come back. But when they call, I need you to not answer. When they call, I need you to stand up and tell them, no, I'm not doing this anymore. You're just learning another way to handle problems or issues, not even problems, experiences in your life. So you either learned what not to do. I know not to answer the phone when this person calls, or I know not to go there by myself after a certain time, because I can't trust them. Maybe you can't trust yourself. I've been in situations like, today is not the day. If I go over there, God, I'm going to fall. So then I learned, turn your phone off, turn the ringer off, go to sleep. Because you could. You easily could do it. But how will you feel afterwards? You hear me? How will you feel? Because you can do whatever you want, but you also going to have to live with the guilt or the shame or the whatever else from God cleaning you up, and then you going back to your vomit. That's me. I have to ignore them messages. Yeah. Yeah. Girl. So, with that, okay, and do. Because the devil wants you back not happy. He wants you back in limbo of not knowing and, well, just tell me, and, well, why you can't, and all whatever it is with your friends, with your family. He wants you back in this situation where you were not productive spiritually. He wants you back fussing at your kids and yelling at your kids and snapping at work, and because then that spreads, and that's what he do. You go back to your old self. And so you're not a renewed creature anymore. And so then there's no light. You go back to darkness. And then people don't, your light just starts to dim again and dim again. And now you don't feel like being bothered. And you don't have, you not skipping on your toes. And you hear me? I'm okay with the future now. I'm living again. Even my hair is alive again. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to tell you, your whole body comes back to life. So why would you want to go back to that? Why would you want to go back to the sadness and the despair and just, I don't want to live like that. I don't have to know what's going to happen 2 months from now, but I do know that today I'm not living like that. I know today I'm not going to live in that, and it don't matter if I go back tomorrow, I won't be there today. Because if I can make it through today, then that's another day that I'm closer to not coming back over here. I can't worry about yesterday. I can't worry about tomorrow because I don't even know if I'm going to be there. But all I'm going to work on is today. What is it that I need to do today so that I don't go back to who I used to be and so that I'm striving to be somebody else? Not fake. But God, if you could just show me one thing about myself every day so that, because once you, like I told y'all, it ain't the big grand scheme of, oh, I'm saved and sanctified. It is a daily thing of getting to know God and understanding his voice and understanding what he has to say to you. And just over time, just like you don't meet a person and you love them the first day. You could really like them a lot, but you're not in love with them the first day. It takes time of y'all talking on the phone, seeing each other. Now, y'all might have got it in, but you still don't love them. You might love the way they made your body feel. You might love the way they caress you. You might love this or love that, but you're not in love with them. Do you understand? It takes time to build a relationship. That we just go together stuff because we didn't hooked up. No. And it's gonna be like, I don't know who you is. Well, you never did. You never tried to get to know him. You wanted him to get to know your parts, but not you. How about you swap it and let them get to know you and not your parts first? How about that? They know every one of your spots, but they don't know how your mind moved though. They don't know your views on children. They don't know your views on marriage. They don't know your views on relationship. They don't even know if you pay your bills on time or not. But they can tickle your fancy just how you like it. But they leave your mind empty and wondering and upset and in limbo and all of this. Oh, hell no. I'll be right back. That is not the sailor's life for me. Okay? That's not the one I want. And I don't have it now. tell you. Not that this thing fell off and it felt like somebody was standing in front of the door. I'm gonna need you to not do that. This hoodie didn't fail, y'all, and I couldn't open the door. The heck? That's not okay. Whew. All right. We done been on here forever and ever and ever. Already 81 minutes. I'm about to let y'all go because I know it's late. But I just want to tell y'all, thank you for sharing y'all testimonies. I don't know why everybody needed, maybe a lot of people needed to hear what was going on tonight. I don't know. We didn't talk about a lot of stuff. I'm grateful. Y'all can tell I'm tired. Y'all can, Lord Jesus. I'm probably about to go take me another bath and go to sleep. But I think that God knew that everybody that was here needed to hear. I definitely did. Yep, I definitely did. It's okay, girl. We didn't do nothing. Folks was just telling their testimonies today about the amazing things that God has done. We got to hear some good stuff today. And we got to see, above all, that God warned us at least 2 years ahead of time. Thank you so much, Lene. You hear me? God warned us 2 years ahead of time about every single thing that is happening right now, family. If you don't ever get a warm and fuzzy feeling, if you don't ever think that God has been speaking with you, or if he's involved in your life, if you've been here longer than a month or two, understand that God loved you enough to open your ears, to prick your ears so that you could hear, so that you could be prepared. Because the fact that God told us almost word for word, are y'all picking this up? I'll be here for the rewatch after the S show. I just watched the Trump and Biden. Lord Jesus, pray for all of us. Listen. Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. You hear me? You remember when I first started? And every single thing that was in them videos, even the survival video, I was just watching them today. I was mind blown. I said, God, listen. And this is why I can't go back to the regular life. We've been here 2 years and almost 5 months. And every single thing that God told us came to pass. All of it has happened. All of it that he was preparing us for, with the food, with the water, with the transportation, everything. And you know what I was thinking about? I was talking to my girlfriend before I got on the phone. And she was telling me something about the Gila River in Arizona, and it had the Gila River, it was something going on with it, and it had the highway y'all backed up in Arizona, right? The highway was all messed up, something, and I didn't see it. She was like, I know you saw it, I didn't. But again, here's another river, something going on with it, and it affected the highway. That's West Coast. It's happening up north in Iowa. We just had some stuff in Oklahoma or whatever with flooding, and places in Georgia and some other places that was flooding as well. And these bridges and stuff are getting messed up. Y'all know what came to my mind? The 15-minute cities. What they already doing in Australia. You said South Dakota too? You remember, Sarah, I said they on the same team? That's why I don't even play with them, because they about to go eat dinner after this and have a drink. You did good. No. What do you think did you think they believed it? You think I was believable? Yeah, they believed it. The one creator did a map of all the bridges that are in need of repair. It's insane. Ooh, did we talk about it? Who remembers us talking about the bridges being out and you not being able to use the highways and stuff? Can you just put a hand up if you remember us talking about you might not be able to travel outside of your state? 2022, we didn't have, we was not, it was not a thing. You a member? Right. And in 2 years, several bridges. Y'all remember me talking about I love my kids? I said, but I might not be able to get to them. And this is why I was telling y'all in the beginning of this to tell y'all children, because they said, oh, I'm going to come to you. You might not be able to get over here. You might not be able to get to me 2 years ago. I said, so y'all need to have y'all stuff because we might not even be able to cross state lines. This could be a thing. You might not be able to use the highways and byways. This might be a thing. You said it's at least 1,000 bridges. I believe it. I believe it. Been talking about this with other groups as well. A lot of Yahweh's workers are getting messages. Oh yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And you know what I'm happy about? All of ours is recorded. Not even trying to be an a-hole. I'm grateful. God had me do it the way he had me do it for a reason. And I'm very grateful because we have video proof of what he was telling us. We got video proof of it. Okay? And now it's all happening. All of it. 2 years later. That's why I won't go back to listening to the world and I hate to say it, these pastors that evidently got it, they're not hearing. Because how is it that they not telling their people? But God told us pretty much everything to prepare for it. Some almost down to the wire. Like it's mind blowing. How many people you think got a how many people you think got a road atlas in their car? A lot of people don't because they just depend on GPS. They don't think about it. The GPS goes out. That part. But God told us to buy road atlases before the bridges start getting taken out. Interesting. He told us to learn the back roads of our cities. Another way to get to your house, another way to get to your kid's school, another way to get to work without the highways and without the most traveled roads. He told us the county roads, the back. He told us. Why? Well, now a lot of people are in areas that are flooded and their normal way to get to work, they can't get to it. But if they did what God told us to do 2 years ago, they already know several ways to get to work. Oh, it might be a longer route, but you already got it marked out on your atlas. And you still got GPS. All of it's home, gas station maps, everything. I'm just saying, there are things that God told us to go grab, and they've already been beneficial to a lot of people already. And people told me I was fear mongering. People told me I was a false prophet. And that's why I'm going to keep saying it because y'all heard them say it. Y'all watched them type it. It was people in our class that used to be trying to shade me. They in my damn Zoom trying to throw shade at me. But go do your own Zoom. Because you don't got to listen. Why is you over here? I'm only talking to the people that's listening. And I'm still only talking to the people that's listening. But you all are all my witnesses that all of the things that God told us to prepare for, they have happened. I said, I am not going to use this internet for no BS. If we're going to use it, we're going to use it so that we can get ready. We're going to use it to study. We're going to use it to better ourselves. We're not just going to be on here wasting time. And in 2 years, we did not do that. Now, there were some days where we just kicked it and we had a good time listening to music, whatever. But for the most part, Good night. Day in and day out. We Googling a definition. We looking up a a spirit something. We looking up a medication. We're looking up something. All the while still prepping. Everything came to pass. Come on. Look. Not 3,000. It's 1,000, Tom. We over 1,000. Not three. I wish. No, I don't. Cause I yeah, we over 1,000 for sure. We probably at about 1,100 or something. I don't even know because I get crazy. So I guess from 1,000 to 2,000, it ain't no number because it just say no 1,000 and what. Mm-hmm. It was worth it to know that my family, my new family is gonna be okay. It's enough to stop watching TV and pay attention. You ain't lying, Tom. You said I don't even watch TV no more, and that's not a joke. Now, see, y'all didn't stop watching TV, and I done started. Yeah, because y'all got to read and do y'all studies. I'm in the graduate program, so there's that. I can kind of relax a little bit. Like this crazy that remember I told us I don't know why he letting me sleep. Power was out for 6 or 7 hours yesterday, but I had my things and we was good. You said what? You said the power went out for 6 or 7 hours yesterday, but you already had your stuff and y'all was good. Interesting. Interesting. I've been telling everybody if you want to introduce this to people, stop watching TV 20 years ago. Just listen to music less and less. Okay. So, an easy way to ease this into people, right? An easy way is to say, hey, like what y'all been hearing me say, have them turn off their breaker box and ask them what they can use in their house for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Tell them to turn off their breaker box if it ain't got no like health machines or nothing to eat. But even if they do, say, hey, if you don't believe what I'm saying, do me a favor. Turn off your breaker box. Shut your whole breaker box down and tell me what you can use in your house if it was like that for over 3 weeks. Because 20 minutes, their food ain't going to spoil. You said mine was out for 30 minutes yesterday. First thing I did was hook up my battery to my deep freezer. Come on. Your solar power charger, you said. Okay, but you said I ain't even gonna have to worry about it. I already know what to do. Yep, and Biden talking again about Russia doing a cyber attack on us too. Oh, okay. No power, no phones. Interesting. Uh-oh, yes, cooked outside on my things too. I know my husband was happy. Hold on, he was happy what? He joined. Oh, okay. Yes, cooked outside on my things. I know my husband was happy too. He joined. Oh, okay. Hey, brother-in-law. I told y'all they not gonna give you a hard time once they see. Once something happen and you gotta pull out all that stuff they've been telling you don't go get and all of that, they be happy you did it. I said, don't worry about it. Let God gonna let something happen where they gonna see that you should have been buying everything He was telling you. And guess what? He's doing it every day. It's a lot of people that husband or wife might have been giving them a hard time. And then as soon as they husband or wife start pulling out that stuff, they're happy. Because we can do what we need to do no matter what. I'm going to Indy to visit my G-Mom family reunion in 2 weeks. I said we need to leave practically nothing in the fridge just in case. I'm trying to tell you. Baby, I used to take my food with me. I go get me that big white long cooler from Walmart and fill it with ice. It'll keep for 2 weeks. It'll keep for a month if you just keep it closed and don't keep going back in there. You can take your whole refrigerator with you and be cooking while you go. It'll hold a whole refrigerator from the freezer and that whole thing, baby. And do pack it right, girl. That's how I used to go on trips. Oh yes, I'll take everything out of there. Mayonnaise, everything, baby. Everything out the freezer. I'm taking everything. I'll grocery shop when I come back because I might be gone for 2 months. So we gonna take all of this and I'm gonna eat like I still did at home. Only thing I'm leaving is cabinet stuff. And we'll. That's how we used to be going to home summer. That's how we used to be going. I'll fill that thing up, take everything out of my refrigerator and put it in there. And we traveling from state to state, visiting family. And we'll. Yep. Well, hopefully whatever they was talking about, I didn't watch the debate. But hopefully folks is listening now. It's crazy they keep saying cyber attack, this kind of attack, that kind of attack. Because, see, Americans is thinking, now look, Americans is probably thinking, oh, Russia's going to attack us. They think cyber attack. That's not what I think. I mean, I think it's going to be a cyber attack and something else. Well, hello there. Nice to meet you, too. You need to get what? Both. Oh, you need to get them both out. Baby, it's going. See, you got to think about this. They've been chosen by God to play that part. It wouldn't matter if it was somebody named CERCA and somebody named John. It's not going to matter. They were picked, predestined to play the part that they're going to play. And so that's why I don't vote at all. It's pointless. Our votes do not count. They don't. And don't let them lie and say that they do. You're not any part of the electoral college. So then what? It's who they want in there. So then why am I about to waste my time and be down there in this line and all of this? That makes no sense if they actually pick the president. What is it? It's so they can make y'all feel like y'all are part of it, but they still gonna put who they want in there. They are selected, not elected. Exactly. People are like, you didn't vote, so blah, 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 blah. Even if you did, whoever they want, they gonna rig it. What do you mean? So you stood out there and gave all your money for nothing because they already knew the nigga they was gonna put in office. You said the last time I voted for Kanye, we might have been better off. We might have been better off if we would have voted for Kanye. Can't go wrong with that. I mean, at least we can give a new guy a try. Them people are cousins. That is family. I'm trying to tell you, and we don't need to be getting in between it. You said it. That's why I said it's pointless. You going to spend all your money on all of this stuff for what? They already know who going in there. I told y'all they debates is cousin. You gotta make it believable. Just like you said, Rich, cousin. You know, when I say this, you pound your fist down. So they gotta believe it. Do you think I was believable? They laughing over a damn yak right now. A shot of bourbon. They cracking up thinking people was really. That part, Michael. That part. It's pointless. And y'all ain't about to get me all started up in some stuff that y'all already know what's going on. It's like watching a movie and you didn't already. I'm not about to do that. No. That's why when people try to come and talk to me about politics, listen, they all on the same team. They're your enemy. Crazy. You realize that you're not a part of the we. Because these niggas got bunkers. If they loved us so much, why they didn't make one for all of us? Both of them niggas is old. What they need to be saved for? They didn't live their life. Why is we keeping them safe and they got one foot in the grave anyway? Can we get in the bunker? At least we got a few more lives, years. They made sure them family got it. Exactly. Y'all talking about y'all for the people, but why we don't got a bunker? Presidents, governments, why we don't have a place to run and hide? Why we don't got somebody to usher us under the ground and where the food and water is? So we supposed to spend our money on y'all and help y'all run the country. But if these niggas start bombing, we gonna be outside and y'all gonna be under the ground? Make it make sense to me. They want us to pay taxes. I mean, is it to go and build every individual a bunker? Or what are we paying taxes for exactly? Because you niggas ain't thinking about saving us. We out here bad. We ain't got no security or nothing. Security? Y'all gonna be waving the flag talking about all the lives lost. While this nigga can't even figure out which way he need to go, left or right. Somebody got to tap his arm. I guess it's a button under there to turn the droid on. Go left. Go right. Smile. Talk. There's little buttons under there. That's why they keep grabbing him under his arm. That's where the button is. Because everybody keep doing him like this. There gotta be where the button is. And then he'll turn that way. It's like the drones. If you turn it this way, the drone turn this way. They hitting that nigga. He got sensors under here. Listen, I don't think it's even Granddaddy Joe. I think it's a bot. Because I remember they said the nigga died in a bike accident. I just don't understand. They said he died in Pennsylvania on a bike accident, and then he was back alive, and now he's like a zombie. Anybody else see that? Or you said his eye color changed? There is a record of his grave. Right. He fell on the bike and died. How you have news reports? I remember all of that, and then after that I found out he had a twin. Right. And did they say the twin died? Because they sure said the vice president is what they had said in the news article. And now they're saying he didn't have a twin? He did have a twin. They told us he had a twin. Now they say Joe Biden don't have a twin? give up to? Because clearly they told us that he had a twin. And they said he died on a bicycling accident in like Pennsylvania. I figured that out while all the other countries' leaders are laughing. Listen. Yes, because he is the twin. That part. Yeah, that's crazy. Clearly they told everybody that this nigga had a twin brother, and now he don't have a twin brother. And in a few years from now, they're going to make a movie about it. Interesting. Well, there is a magazine cover of the leaders watching in a movie theater. Listen, it's amazing. I remember them saying he died. First they said he had fallen, then they said he passed away, then they said he wasn't dead, then they said he had a twin. Now they saying he don't. Interesting. Just saw an article. His daughter Naomi said he passed 4 years ago and replaced by the twin. Are you serious? Just saw an article. His daughter Naomi said he passed 4 years ago, and it was about 2020 when they said he fell off the damn bike because I was still married. I'll be right back. They just playing in our face for real. Well, family, it all fits into the leader of this so you know what that just made me them transferring the consciousness. Don't they, they've been transferring like what Orlando Brown was talking about? Them transferring the consciousness. And maybe it's not working out the way that they thought it would. The person in the video said, my grandfather Joe Biden does have a twin, and the twin is currently pretending to be Joe. Oh, okay. I believe it. Because he will stop me in sins, right? Mm-hmm. Listen, this is the crazy thing. I got it. This is the crazy thing, y'all. You said they can change cell and molecular structure, right? Just like they said, all the people in Hollywood, Tina LaVey, Taylor Swift, they got a person that used to look like Nicki Minaj. They got a person that used to look like Meek Mill. They got all of these different people, right? And they just keep recycling them. Well, think about the scripture that we read earlier today. Sings deception, disgrace, evil as plain as the sleepy look on his face. You know what, Mari? Listen, for real though. Like, you saw where they're going to start putting chips in the prisoners' brains to change their way of thinking. Y'all hear that? I believe it. You said that's why it's only illegal in 26 states. Did you see the video of them joking on making their own Disney kids and they mold them to be stars? Yeah, I did. I did. But you think that's a lie? It's not. I know. Yeah, I know. I know. Listen, this is the thing. If we just read today, if we just read today that you never know when you're entertaining an angel, we know that there's bad angels and good angels. And they can just keep recreating themselves. So are the people in Hollywood because it's amazing that once they get there, they instantly start to worship the devil. And they're getting other people to worship the devil. So just like them angels I told y'all was grafted into them family lines in the beginning of the book, like Barak was Barakiel. The same way that people that adopted children now, it's just going to show that it's their kid, even though, and I'm not speaking against nobody, but 100 years from now, that's just going to be your child. Oh, this is their child, this is their child, this is their, especially if you legally adopted them and changed their name. Angels have no will of their own. That's not the truth. Because how did Lucifer fall away then if he didn't have his own will? And a third of heaven, God didn't take their will either. We are all orchestrated. No, no. God created everything to have its own free will. Everything. Even the angels. That's how they were able to rebel, because they had their own free will. It was two sets of angels that rebelled, and they were in heaven at first. No. If you want to have a class, you need to do your live. I don't let people in my live. We even got it on a shirt. I hear you, but no, I don't agree with that. Yeah. No. So with that, we know that angels have their own free will, or else they would have never been able to rebel against God. They wouldn't even be able to do the things that they do here. And just like we read today in Hebrews 13, it says some people have let angels into their house unaware. Some people have entertained an angel and didn't even know, which lets you know that an angel can look like a kid. They can look like, because what are the black-eyed children? show you something, okay? Fragrance of New York. You want to see something? I'll show you something. And those men picked me up and brought me up to the second heaven, and they showed me. And I saw a darkness greater than earthly darkness. And there I perceived prisoners under guard, hanging up, waiting for the measureless judgment. And those angels have the appearance of darkness itself, more than earthly darkness, those angels. And unceasingly they made weeping all day long. Right? And I said to the men who were with me, why are these ones being tormented unceasingly? These men answered me, these are those who turned away from the Lord, who did not obey the Lord's commandments, but of their own will plotted together and turned away with their prince, and with those who are in under restraint in the fifth heaven. And I felt very sorry for them. And those angels bowed down to me and said, Man of God, pray for us to the Lord. And I answered them and said, Who am I, a mortal man, that I should pray for angels? Who knows where I'm going and what will confront me? Or indeed, who will pray for me? Gotta have your own will to turn against something. Gotta be able to think for yourself. We were all orchestrated to do something, but just like us, God had a purpose and a plan for us, but we took our own will in our own way and did what we want to. Okay, look, if you want to argue, I'm going to need you to go to your own page. I'm going to show you something. Because I wasn't going to show you, but let me show you now. Okay? Because you got your own live, and so I'm just now wondering why you're not in it. But right here, you see what it says? Do not try to teach my class. If you know it all, go teach on your own page. This would be for you right here. Because I don't argue with people. It's a lot of y'all that come in here, and I just be wondering why you're not spitting your knowledge on your own live. I'm not going to argue with you. You believe what you believe, and I believe what I believe, and so then you should just go teach it like I'm doing right here on my live right now tonight. That's all. I don't argue the word with people. What God taught you, you teach it. What God taught me, I'm teaching it. And it's been went all around the world, as a matter of fact. Several times. Most of what you see on TikTok is a lot of what I started teaching 2 years ago, and now everybody is teaching it. So, proof in the pudding. That's all I'm going to say. I say, if you know it, teach it. Don't teach it to me. Teach it to the people that don't know it. That's all. I don't go arguing with no other pastors. I just stay over here every day and teach. And you wasn't maybe in class earlier, but it's been hitting over here. All kind of miracles and everything. And I have over 1,000 videos that show that what God told me is coming true. So, hey, I don't know what else to say about the rest of that. Moving on. Like I was saying, Hebrews 13, we read it today. It never said if you entertained a good angel or a bad angel. It just said some people have entertained angels unaware. And we know that there are fallen angels on this planet, and they are able to manifest. They are able to look like humans, just like the ones that are still able to go back up to heaven can. Scripture tells us so. There's still angels here that are fallen. They're fallen angels, but they're still angels. Those are the principalities and the rulers of darkness and the rulers of the air. Mm-hmm. So there's that. I've not understood that in the 2 years that I've been here. I just be teaching what God told me to teach, and it's lining up. Anybody want to witness that? Anybody been a witness to everything God told me to tell y'all is you find that we got babies that's off of medication, a lady off of 38 pills, she walking. We got other people that used to take 40 pills, 20 pills, all this old stuff. We got folks, families healed, their finances is healed, and they are prepared for what's coming. I'm not here to argue with nobody. I'm just here to tell what God tell me to tell, and the proof be in the pudding. It's been in the pudding for 2 years and 4 months. It's really been in the pudding longer than that, but y'all didn't got to see it because I've been living this life a long time. I didn't just start studying about the angels and stuff when I got on TikTok. I've been studying the word for over a decade. Really way longer than that, but seriously outside of the 66 and in the 66 for over a decade. So some of these folks that's on here talking was only about 12 when I started studying. Some of them was younger than that, and they don't even have the books at their house. They only going on the internet, and this is not all the books that I've ever had. I've had tons and tons of books that I've given away where I've done my studies, and I have my journal entries to show what date and time that I was studying it. So that's why I don't argue with people, because nobody taught me this. God said and told me what to look for, just like he does now, and it's always led me to where I needed to be. Period. And I've been able to help other people understand the word wholeheartedly so that their lives have completely changed in just 2 years. Stuff they have been doing 30, 40, 50 years. They're not doing it no more. I see the power of God over here. It's not about knowing more than another person. I'm just trying to make sure people understand what they're reading. And they understand how to apply it, because everybody want to be wise and smart, but are you helping the other people around you really understand, or you just like talking over people's head? It doesn't matter, whichever one you want graced. Whatever speaks to you. I can't tell nobody what to get. I'm just telling you whatever pops up, he got a message for you. Like when pastors and stuff was telling me not to buy all the books that I was buying and not to read, I'm happy I didn't listen to them. I'm happy I didn't. I'm happy that I didn't think it could only be one way, because as you can see, God can use whatever he wants. And another thing is, I told you, a lot of people only read from one point of view. Well, y'all know we don't do that. We go and read Norse mythology. We go and read Greek mythology. We read, all of the different histories. We actually go look up the places, look up the food they ate. We look up everything. So we have an in-depth study of what we read. We not just listening to no YouTube video. Y'all don't just listen over here. We have interactive learning. Don't we? Who feels like we have interactive learning here? You're not just sitting on the internet laughing and cracking up. We looking up stuff. We reading. We researching. It's interactive learning here, huh? Yeah. We have interactive learning, so much so that y'all be finding stuff. I don't even gotta be the one to carry all the information no more. Pen and paper ready always. Come on, Michael. Come on now. I love it too. Y'all be ready to learn. Listen, we has a good time over here learning. We ain't trying to argue. If you don't want to know, then fine. We just gonna go find somebody that want to know. That's it. Everything else extra. Everything else is extra. So I love y'all. I'm about to let y'all go because it's late. And I don't know what time I'm getting on tomorrow because I'm going to force myself to vacuum and do all the stuff that I need to do. I just been walking past. They're like, not a big deal, but I need to do it. So, even have grandbabies watching. Come on. Our grandbabies is learning and telling people at their school about the giants and busting their teachers' heads. It's mind blowing. Me, I've been out of school for 30 years. The reading so much. I haven't been in books. I'm so glad. That part. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. So, I love y'all. So just right now we're not selling them. Someone made them, but she actually just made that for me and other people wanted them, but we working on some stuff right now with that, okay? So I'll let you know. I'll let you know. The young lady that made them, yeah, there should go right there, but we waiting just for a minute. We gotta see what's going on because I just had some other things, whatever. So, but yeah, I love y'all. Yeah, it is. It is a very nice shirt though. She put our stuff on there for us because she know I got tired of saying it. So now I just get to hold it up, read this, because I'm tired of giving the rules every day, and I'm grateful that she did it. I love y'all. I see y'all in the morning.